Fields was priority number one.
Yep.
You guys did a heck of a job kind of containing him. How hard was it to kind of be disciplined in tackling technique? Because you want to dive at him and nail him, but it looked like you guys did a good job of breaking down and not
All right.
letting him escape.
Now, first things first, they took one of my sacks away. So if y'all could get that back for me, I appreciate that. But, I mean, he runs around a lot, but we caught him in the pocket a couple of times where he was just sitting there holding the ball. And that's what you got to do to him. You can't let him get out, collapse on the outside, and just keep him in the pocket. If you try to chase him down, he's liable to, you know what I'm saying, do anything. But if you can keep him in that pocket and kind of contain him, you can get him down.
So what, with that in mind, what can you say about your edge guys? You know, Rousseau.
Yeah, they especially on on both of my sacks, he wasn't able to get outside and get running yet. So, and even on AJ's sack, he wasn't able to get outside and get running. So, I mean, if you can catch him before he processes it and realizes that it's breaking down, you can get him down. But I mean, when he gets out there in the open field, I mean, there's anybody game then.
What about picking up the offense? They have 3 turnovers. You guys only allow a field goal.
Right.
On those 3 turnovers. Like, what's the mindset going back out there? One time you have to go right back out after a 4th down stop.
I mean, just sudden change. We know they got our back, and vice versa. And when adversity hits, that's what makes a good team good. Like, some teams would have just laid over and just said, okay, well, they got good field position. We're just gonna go ahead and let them score, but not this group of guys. And I mean, it's no question. Not this group of guys. We're gonna fight for every inch.
And you mentioned adversity. This team's had so much weird stuff outside of games this season.
Right.
Moving the game, coming here early, now staying
Right.
here tonight. What is it like just navigating all of that on top of getting ready for games?
I mean, you would say it's difficult, but just things like that happening to this team has just brought us closer together. It's made us spend more time together. We had to lean on each other more. I mean, we went and go play in Detroit 2 times, and both of those games were close. So, I mean, you just scratching and clawing just to pull out a win, and winning under, I mean, any circumstance, we just pulling out wins, and that just brings everybody close together.
What did you think of, you know, you're happy for Tim getting in on a ball.
Right.
You know, getting a fumble recovery. I saw you guys went all the way down to the end zone.
You know, Tim do his little dance, and I was upset that when he first got the ball, he didn't do his dance, because I feel like he got one of the best, like, celebration dances. But he ended up doing it, but I was just so excited for him just getting that. He also had I think, like a big TFL. I think he smashed the running back. So he was coming alive, and, you know, that's just what we need out of him.
So when Fields comes in here with 1,000 yards rushing,
Right.
and you guys hold him to 7 carries on 11 yards, what do you call that?
I mean, he had 1,000 yards, right? But I'm not a fan, so I don't check his stats before we go play him. I watch film on. I understand that he can run the football, but I'm not worried about him having 1,000 yards rushing. I'm looking at him and how he escapes and how he gets out the pocket more so than him worrying about him having 1,000 yards. And I heard somebody say he trying to some kind of record he was chasing or something like that. I'm just worried about how he escapes and how can I keep him in the pocket.
Gotcha.
All right, Grace.
All right, we will have our first question.
Can you talk about how excited were you to sit back on the sideline and watch the run game just dominate you guys fresh?
Hey, I mean, that's just what we need out of these running backs. I mean, they're very versatile. They're very different, but, I mean, both of them can get the job done.
How personal did you take it as a defensive front to go out there and dominate the line scrimmage today?
Well, that's where the games are won up front. So, you know, our D-line had to dominate their O-line, and our O-line had to dominate their D-line for us to get the results that we want.
How much did number 59 give you guys inspired early in the game?
Kinsley?
Kingsley,
Yeah, I'm for sure. I know for a fact he took that game personal. Him being with the Bears, I think, for 10 weeks, I know for a fact, just the look in his eyes, the way he prepared himself, I know for a fact he took this game personal.
all right, my guy, no deep peace out there. Safe travels and Merry Christmas.
Appreciate it. Merry Christmas.
Hey, guys. Okay, the report's coming in.